You still love your husband. You just feel closed off when he tries to connect with you. And you can't explain this feeling. You can't talk yourself out of it. And the worst part is that man on the other side of that wall that you're building is a really good man. He hasn't done anything to really deserve this. So why is that block there? Every piece of marriage advice you've ever been handed says that this is a communication problem. Their solution? Read another book, try harder, have another conversation, go on more dates, see another counselor, pray more. But here's the truth. You can have the perfect conversation, the perfect date night, the perfect therapist, and still feel that disconnection the next morning because that wall is not in your marriage. It's in your body. And no amount of talking is going to reach what your tissue has been holding on to for years. I'm Jenna. I've been doing body-based healing since 2006, back when nobody in the healing industry was saying the words fascia or nervous system. And I've watched hundreds of women try everything that I've tried: therapy, books, prayer, counseling, every marriage conference, and multiple courses. And they stay exactly where they were stuck until I learned what I'm about to teach you today. In this video, I'm walking you through 3 real reasons that you feel closed off to your husband that you actually love. Then I'm going to show you exactly what to do about it in your body, which is where that wall is being built. Let's get into it. The first reason that you feel closed off has nothing to do with your husband. There's actually a layer of tissue in your body called fascia, and this wraps around every muscle, every organ, every bone. It's that connective web underneath your skin holding the whole thing together. And it also stores every memory, emotion, and experience that you have. Every conversation that you swallowed, every morning you woke up already braced for impact, every time that you needed something and decided, you know what, this is way too dangerous to ask for. All of that is stored in your fascia. And you can actually feel it right now. So bring your hand to your jaw and press it just under the cheekbone. That tightness that you feel, yeah, that's not stress from this morning. That's years of buildup. Now drop your hand to your chest right at the sternum, this middle bony part, and press gently, gently. Does your breath catch in your diaphragm, in your gut, in your hips? If you can stand up, do so. Try to feel if you're holding them open or trying to stabilize this area, or if there's a low-grade clench even in your glutes that you didn't even realize was there. That's the wall I'm talking about. This isn't a metaphor. This is your body trying to protect you. Now, every time that your husband reaches for you, extends a thread of interest, your body is doing what it's been taught to do for years, which is protect you by bracing. This is actually good news though, because if the wall is in your body, that wall can be moved out of your body. You don't have to convince your marriage to feel different. You get to work with your tissue to finally release it. Now, the second reason has nothing to do with the last fight, the one before that, or even any other fight that you may have experienced inside of your relationship. Your nervous system has one job: to keep you safe. And it learned how to do that very early on, probably long before you can even remember. And maybe you grew up in a home where your needs were an inconvenience. Maybe love was something that you had to earn by being easy. And maybe the safest version of yourself was the one who needed nothing but gave everything. Different stories, same lesson. Your body learned that the way to stay safe was to manage your own needs quietly and never become a burden. Now that little girl grew up, she got married, and she brought that same exact nervous system into her marriage. Now when her husband reaches for her and her body responds the way that it was trained to, not with the love and adoration that she wants to feel, and she's trying to force herself to feel, but with the protection that it learned 30 years ago. This is why you can have the perfect conversation about needing more connection and feel that wall snap into place the next time he tries to touch your shoulder. Now, let me connect this to faith, because scripture says you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Because by now you might be thinking, oh my gosh, I'm broken. And your body wasn't designed to carry all of this forever. It was designed to release and to surrender. And let me be very clear, there is nothing wrong with your faith. You're just a woman whose body has been doing exactly what it was trained to do. And now you get to code something new. Our bodies are like computers. When you create a specific code, it continues that code for the end of time until you interrupt it or give it a new code. Have you ever felt your body actually let go of something deep? Not through stretching, not through deep breathing, but really release like an emotion. I made a 3-day stress reset that walks you through what that actually feels like. It's 3 powerful fascial release techniques that are under 10 minutes. And day 1, women are already feeling something different in their body that they haven't felt in years. So you can snag it in the description below and try it immediately. And I'd love to hear what you've experienced. So make sure to come on back and comment below. Now, the third reason, and this is the one that changes everything once you see it. You have been trying to think your way into desiring your husband again, trying to mindset your way back into closeness, and maybe trying to go back in your mind to the loving moments that you had when you first met, and using those memories to override what your body is actually feeling. It hasn't worked, right? That's not because you don't love him. That's because the body doesn't take instructions from the mind. It takes signals. And this is the code I was talking about. So think about it. You don't decide to feel safe. Your body decides for you. It reads the environment and then pulls a coping mechanism that's best for that situation that it's been trained to read for the last 30 years. I think of it as a secretary. Your body notices something in your environment. Okay? The secretary in your mind goes, hey, this seems familiar. This is the coping mechanism that we used, or reaction that we used last time. Do this. And that's how you are aware of your reactions, but are unsure why you keep reacting in that way, even though you know better. And then the body opens when the tissue gets a physical signal that the threat is over. But many of our environments, our home, don't feel safe to our nervous system. So it never opens. That is why specific somatic work using fascial release is so important. And this is where I want to land it for any of my Christian women watching this, because I think we've been handed a little bit of a lie that says the body is suspect, that we can't believe our flesh. And we're told to pray harder. Your body is the place God put you. That is the workmanship that He designed. The healing doesn't happen despite the body. It's going to happen through it. And I believe that you don't have to choose between your faith and feeling better. You don't have to talk yourself into a marriage that you already have, that you have been dreaming of. And it may feel rocky right now, but it doesn't always have to stay this way. You just have to give your body the signal that it is safe to surrender and receive. And you can start right now with a 3-day stress reset linked in the description below. Like I mentioned, most women feel something move in the first session, which is under 15 minutes because we've got lives. Now that you know why you feel closed off to a husband that you actually love, you might be wondering ways that you're already breaking the cycle, even when it doesn't feel like it. And I have a video on that next, because what you focus on grows. So start noticing at how you are healing so that you can keep that momentum moving forward.